So what he's saying is if you just go to line and you draw your line in here, you know, so let me grab that and stick that on the midpoint of there. Stick that on the midpoint of there. If I just do this and I go in here and set up my hole, whatever it is, it's not picking anything, right? Because you have to go in and while you're, that's weird. While you're doing this, you can draw in your lines, pick everything. Oop, not going to the midpoint. There you go. But you have to use the point option here to actually put in where you want those holes to be. And so one option is you go in, you draw your lines, and then you put the points in afterwards where you want your holes to be. The other option is when you create it, let me get out of this, go to Hole Wizard, go to position. If you know you want 3 holes, click here, go 1, 2, 3. And then draw your stuff and move them around. And then, yeah, then you could, you know, grab it from here. Let's see, and then I can just drag this point, put it there, put one there on the midpoint of it, and then maybe, okay, I only want 2, whatever. And so now I can go back and finish the command. So either way, but you have to use the point option to do it. One thing with that also though is one of the sketch tools I like is the center pattern, right? The center rectangle. If I do that, so I pick on the face and I do a center rectangle, look what happens. It automatically puts one at the center because in order to lock these 2 lines together, they put a point there. And so by having that point there, it wants to put a hole on that point. But I could go in and select the midpoint, select that line, and then use the midpoint constraint. And now I can do it without having that point. But those will still now move in a rectangular pattern, but it's not going to try to stick a hole in the middle. So that's one little trick there if you're trying to do a rectangular pattern. And I do that a lot if I want to have like equally spaced holes around something that's perpendicular or symmetric, that I can do that. But you have to take out the point that automatically comes when you do the center rectangle and just add in your own midpoint constraint there to keep it even. Okay?